How to add registrants in Livestorm from Typeform responses automatically. So Typeform is an amazing form builder software, and Livestorm is a video conferencing software using which you can create virtual meetings, webinars, any kind of events, etc. And here I have created a webinar using Livestorm application, and for collecting the registration of my webinar I have created a form, and I want as soon as someone is going to register for my webinar via this form, the same user should be automatically registered as a registrant for my webinar for my event. And for that I am going to connect these applications with the help of an automation software. So if you also want to learn how you can do this, come with me and I'll show you the process step by step. So this is the dashboard of Livestorm, and here I have created a webinar which is going to held on 31st December. And for collecting the registration of this webinar, I have created a form in Typeform with the name Register for Webinar Digital Marketing Importance. Now, whoever is going to submit this form, I want to register all the users here as registrant into this particular event. For that, I'll have to connect these applications, and I'm going to do that with the help of Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing integration and automation software, and you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link in my description box. Now if you are a new user, you will have to sign up for free, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kinds of amazing automation, that too every month. I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I have clicked on sign in and then clicked on access now, and this is how I am going to reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. And from here exactly we are going to start creating our automation, our workflow. So just click on this button, create workflow, and provide a random name to your automation, to your workflow. So let's say I'm providing the name as when form is submitted, add user as registrant in Typeform. Now click on create and you will find two boxes in front of you. Those are trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. When this happens, do this. So understand with an example. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, send an email via Gmail application. Well, according to our use case, whenever someone is going to submit the form in Typeform application, automatically register the same user in Livestorm application. So this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation, and that is why I am going to search for Typeform here first. And in the trigger event, well, I want that whenever someone is going to fill the form or whenever a new entry is received, this automation should trigger. Now we are going to connect Typeform with the Pabbly Connect so that we can capture the form details here, and then we are going to send the same details to different application or to Livestorm application. Now I am going to provide the access of my Typeform account. Okay, click on accept. Well, I am already logged in into my Typeform account in some different apps, so that is why the authorization is successful immediately, and finally it is asking to select the form. Well, whatever the form are available into my account have started visible here since we are connected. And here I am going to select this particular form. The name of the form is Register for Webinar. Alright, here you can see Register for Webinar Digital Marketing Importance. Now click on Save and Send Test Request, and after that you'll have to read the instructions. Once you have clicked over the Save and Send Test Request button, do a test submission or record in that application in order to capture the response here. So basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means of course making of a new entry in Typeform. So let us go back to the Typeform dashboard, and here I will open that particular form which I have created for collecting the registration of my webinar, and this time I am going to fill this particular form as a dummy user. Okay, so you'll have to assume that someone is actually registering for the webinar via this particular form, and you will see that as soon as I am going to register here, the details will be captured by Pabbly Connect. So assume that dummy is the first name, user is the last name, email so admin@pabblytudes.com. Alright, so I have provided the email address also, just a dummy, a random email address. Okay, random phone number. Alright, click on submit. and the submission has been made. Let us go back to Pabbly Connect and wait for the response, since we have just made the submission. And here you can see the response has been received immediately. Let us check the details one by one. So we have the form response submitted at, so here we have the date and the time of the submission. We even have the title of the form. Let us check for other details one by one. So where is the email address, the first name and the last name? Okay, so we have the phone number also, which I have provided. Here's the email address, the name, basically the last name, and we have the full name, basically the first name as well. So this is how you can connect your Typeform with Pabbly Connect and capture the data here. And here exactly our first step of automation is actually done. Now we are going to proceed with the second step, which is connecting Pabbly Connect with the Livestorm application. Alright, so here I have searched for the Livestorm application. Again, it is an amazing video conferencing software. Okay, and I want that as soon as someone is going to fill that form, a new registrant should be created into the Livestorm. So that is why I have selected this particular action event. Now click on connect, click on add new connection, and for connecting it is asking for the API token. So log into your Livestorm account and you can get your API token from here. So how about I directly click on this particular link, and you will see that it will take me directly to that specific place where I can get the API key, since I'm already logged in different tab in Livestorm. Alright, so under the workspace I have the API key. Okay, a dialog box has been appeared in front of us, and from this particular blue button, generate a token, you can actually generate a token, basically your API key, and then you can copy and paste it here. Well, I have already generated my key and made the connections earlier, so instead of going with the new connection, this time I will go with the existing connection. But make sure if you are connecting your Livestorm account with Pabbly Connect for the first time, you will have to generate the token and provide the details here. Now the first thing it is asking to select the event. Well, I have the several events in my Livestorm account, but I am going to select this particular event. So come back here and let us search for the same webinar on digital marketing. And as soon as I will select the event, the session ID will automatically change. So I don't need to change this particular ID, it will be changed automatically. Now finally it is asking for the first name, last name, email, and few other details as well of the registrant. Well, I am going to provide only the required details, and how and from where I'm going to add the details. We're not going to add the data manually. We have just received the response and we are going to map the same response here, and mapping is very simple. Click on this particular field and you will find the above data here. You just need to search for that specific data. So here I am going to search for the first name. All right, so I have the first name as, I'll have to check where is the first name. So we have the first name as the text. Okay, form response answer 0. Here is the dummy, and let us search for the user. It was actually the last name, form response answer 1. Okay, it was 0, it was 1. Okay, now it is asking for the email address. How about I directly search with the help of @. So I have mapped the email address as well. Do I need to provide any further details? No, I think I have mapped all the important, all the required details. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping all about? So whatever the details I am going to map here will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. So what will happen? The new submission will be made in Typeform. The same data will be captured by Pabbly Connect here, and that data will replace these existing values if you have mapped these values. But in case you have added these values manually, the values will remain same. So that is why mapping is important, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Now I will finally click on this button, save and send test request, and you will see the magic that this person will create identity error. This person has already let us check, this person has already been invited to this particular event. So how about I resubmit this particular form, my Typeform form, with some new details, and now I am going to try to register the same user. user. Okay, so this time I will click on this button once again, recapture button. Okay, coming back to my form, and here I will open my form. Alright, so this is the form. So assume that test is the first name of the user, user is the last name. Alright, let us fill the email address, a unique email address. So how about demo testing? I will provide this particular email address. Alright, so gmail.com, demo testing @gmail.com, and just a random phone number. Alright, so I have provided all the details, clicking on submit, going back to Pabbly Connect, waiting for the response. Alright, while the response is received, let us check the new details, whether we would be able to capture the data or not. Okay, so here we have the updated phone number. Here we have the user as the last name, as the second name, and we have the new email ID also. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to refresh this automation, and you will see everything will be replaced automatically as I have told you earlier. Okay, so open this Livestorm app, and in this particular step you can see every detail has been changed automatically. So finally I will be clicking on this button, and this time I'm really expecting this user to be added as a registrant. And yes, the response is received. Going back to my Livestorm account, here is the webinar on digital marketing, and here I will check for the people that whether this particular person has been added as the registrant or not. And we have the registrant details, as why it is not scrolling down. Okay, so we have the 7 registrants. Okay, I'll have to wait for that, I guess. Okay, here you can see demo testing @gmail.com is the email ID. The same first name, the last name is actually added, is actually registered in this particular webinar automatically. We have not done anything. We have simply set an automation inside Pabbly Connect, and everything has done automatically in the backend. So if you also want to automate this entire registrant creation process via your form builder software, simply create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once, and after that, as soon as someone is going to submit your form, or as soon as someone is going to register via your form builder software, the same person will be created as a new registrant in your video conferencing software. Alright, so this is how this automation is going to take place. I will also attach the shareable link of my workflow into the description box. So if you will click on this particular link and sign up for free in the Pabbly Connect, the same workflow will be cloned into your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues, and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.